Good morning everyone, this is As Mohammed Khan and I welcome you in today's segment student. Today we are going to start chapter 5 and it is related to morphology of flowering plants. So first I want to tell you student, the study of the plant is known as botany, means the branch of science that deals with the study of the plant is known as botany. And today we will discuss about the morphology of flowering plants. Now what is morphology? Morphology means students external appearance. Morpho means external, logy means study. Means the branch of science that deals with the external appearance of an organism is known as morphology. In this, the morphology deals with shape, size and structure of the plant. Like here I have the two plants, two sapling I have student. It is the sapling of Mimosa pudica, and in this you can observe the external appearance, and in this you can observe the leaf, stem and the root. With this you can also observe this plant, and it is the Azadirachta indica, means neem, and it also have the different parts like the leaf, twigs, stem and the root you can observe. Now these plants have the flowers, like the neem plant have the white color flowers, and after those flowers have the fertilization, and after the fertilization what we get the fruit, and the fruits have the seed student, and according to the seed there are the two type of seed, monocote and dicote. So we can categorize the flowering plants, means the angiosperm, into two groups, monocote and dicote. So angiosperm means the flower having plants, means the plants that have the flower or that have the seeds. Or which type of seed they have the covered seed, means their seeds are covered student. And in this, the morphology of flowering plants. In this, the morphology means the branch of science that deals with the shape, size and structure of angiosperm is known as morphology of flowering plants. Means in this we study about the external appearance. With the external appearance we also study about the internal structure. Now what is the term that we use for the internal structure? It is anatomy student. Means the branch of science that deals with the study of the internal structure is known as anatomy, and the branch of science that deals with external appearance is known as morphology. So in this chapter we will discuss about the morphology and anatomy of flowering plant. Like now you are observing only the morphology of this neem plant student. Now we come on the parts of the flowering plant. There are the different parts a flowering plants have student. Like in this diagram you can easily observe the flowers, flower bud, fruit, leaves, branch, stem and root. Mainly the plant, means these flowering plants have the two parts student. Means if we observe them, then they have the two parts, means in the morphology they cover the two parts. First part is shoot, second part is root, student. There are the two parts are found in the flowering plants. First is shoot, second is root. Now the shoot have the different parts, means the part of the plant that is found above the ground is known as shoot, and it has the different parts like flower bud, fruits, leaves, branches and stem, or the twigs. These are the twigs, student, from which the leaves are connected with the parts of the plant. Those structures are known as twigs or stalk, we can say. So they have the different parts, and this part have the growth. And which type of growth this part have? It has phototropism, means all the parts of the plant, means the shoot, grow towards the sunlight. With the help of which movement, student? With the help of phototropism. Next is another part that we have in the flowering plant. It is root, student. It is root. And in the root, there are the different type of roots are found in the flowering plants, like mainly the taproot, fibrous root and adventitious root. So there are the three types of the root, student. First is taproot, second is fibrous root, and third is adventitious root. Now this root system can be divided into three parts, like the primary root system, secondary, tertiary. These are the root system, and all the roots have the cap, and that cap is known as root cap, means there is one layer is found above the root, and from the tap roots there are the hair-like structures are connected, student, and those hair-like structures are known as root hair. And with the help of the root hairs, what the root does, it absorbs the water and mineral from the soil, and the main function of the root is the absorption of water and mineral, student. With this, it also helps to connect the plant with soil, with the help of which movement, student? With the help of geotropism, means in this the part of the root, means the root grows towards the soil, towards the ground, and the movement that they have, it is known as geotropism. Now in the flowering plants, student, we can categorize the flowering plants into two types, monocot and dicot. Monocot have the fibrous root, means their root is divided into different branches, and those branches have the fiber-like structure, and the root that is found in the monocot is fibrous root, student. But in the dicot plants, or dicot flowering plants, there is the tap root is found. And those tap root have the thick and fleshy structure, and with this they also have the hair-like structure that are known as root hair. So they have the root hair-like structure, tap root. Now with this, what they do, root, another function that is most important, student, in the root, the food is stored. In some plants, the food is stored with the help of the root, with the help of the thick and fleshy root, like carrot and radish. These are the root, student, in which the food is stored. With this, in the monocot, there is the parallel venation is found in the leaf. Parallel venation, student, means the veins that are found, those veins are parallel to each other. But in the dicot plants, this type of venation is found, means reticulate venation is found. So it is about the morphology of flowering plant, student. Now we come on the next, and one by one we will discuss these all parts. First we will discuss about the root, and after that we will discuss about the leaves, and after the leaves we will discuss about the flower. So these three important parts we will discuss in our next segment. So thank you very much, student, and have a nice day.